remember I was on my day off and I went on my laptop and popped up and they were working, and I saw a message saying that the doctor had aborted a fully intact fetus. Training with Jessica in the Alameda, and I've been doing it for a few weeks, so I kind of knew what I was doing, but kind of not. And it was really busy, and one of the doctors came in and she looked really frustrated. The medical assistants were with her, and I don't know, it's my deal to listen and see what's going on, and the doctor just says, if she can't calm down, I can't do the abortion. Like, and I can't medicate her. Something like that. And finally the woman, she calmed down, and the doctor went in to perform the abortion. It takes a little while, and I'm in the hallway. I see the jar come out, goes into the path lab, and Jessica, I can hear, is preparing it, rinsing out the jar, rinsing out the linen wrapping that catches it, dumping it in the strainer, rinsing it off, putting water in the pie dish, and getting it ready for the doctor. So then I hear her call my name. Hey, Ollie, come over here. I want you to see something kind of cool. This is kind of neat. So I'm over here, and this is the moment I see it, I'm just flabbergasted. This is the most gestated fetus and closest thing to a baby I've seen. And she's like, okay, I want to show you something. So she has one of her instruments and she just taps the heart and it starts beating. And I'm sitting here and I'm looking at this fetus and its heart is beating. And I don't know what to think. And it's like, you know why that's happening? And I knew why it was happening. It's because the electrical current was, the nodes were still firing. And I don't know if that constitutes it's technically dead or it's alive. It had a face. It wasn't completely torn up. And its nose was very pronounced. It had eyelids. And its mouth was pronounced. And then, since the fetus was so intact, she said, okay, well, this is a really good fetus and it looks like we can procure a lot from it. We're gonna procure a brain. So, the moment I hear something like, that means we're gonna have to cut the head open. We're gonna have to cut the head open. So, it's like, okay, so what you do is you go through the face. I'm thinking, no, I don't want to do this. And she takes the scissors and she makes a small incision right here and goes, I would say, to maybe a little bit through the mouth. And she's like, okay, can you go the rest of the way? And I'm like, yes. And I didn't want to do this. And so she gave me the scissors and told me that I have to cut down the middle of the face. And I can't even describe what that feels like. And I remember picking it up and finishing going through the rest of the face. And Jessica picking up the brain and putting it in the container with the media and parafilming it. And she left and she's like, okay, you can clean it up. And I'm just sitting there like, what did I just do? And that was the moment I knew I couldn't work for the company anymore. And it was, even if it's going to be good, if that could have been the cure for some kind of disease, then I wish, even if it was, I wish I still wouldn't have done it. I didn't want to be that person. And I remember it was a male. I remember picking him up with the gloves because it was too heavy. The pie dish was this, and he was big, the pie dish, and I couldn't take it and put it in the strainer and put it in. I couldn't. It was just too big. And I opened the biohazard container and it's almost full. It's almost full. I'm holding him in my hands and oh my god, this is just, what am I doing? And I take him and I put him in, and I remember he got stuck on the lid. And it turned around and his buttocks was in the air and his 2 feet were dangling out, and I remember having to pick each one of his feet up and put him in the container and close the lid. And that was the hardest experience I've had there. I remember holding that fetus in my hands when everybody else was busy and started crying and opened the lid and put it back in. It's just really hard knowing that you're the only person who's ever going to hold that baby. It's weird because I always think of all these scenarios that could happen. Like, I held it, I'm like, man, this could have grown up to be... And I always think about things like that. Like, if this could be a lawyer, this could be a firefighter, this could be the next president. Like, I wonder what... Because you can tell the sex sometimes. Like, I wonder if this, like, what it would like. Like, I can imagine, like... I wonder at age 3 if, you know, she would like to color. Or things like that, you know? I wonder what it would look like. Her mom or her dad. Or things like that. I feel like it's a waste of life. Like, and it's sad that so many people view it as a mistake. You know, because it's not. I mean... Life isn't a mistake. I mean, getting pregnant can be an accident, but it's not a mistake.